Yeah, I'm gonna have to make this fast. I'm hearing a little bit of thunder out there in the distance. What I'm doing here right now is trying to figure out what the problem is, why I didn't get the fertilizer on I should have got. I should have ended up using another whole ton, at least over a ton of fertilizer. This is what I have left from what I bought. By the time I subtract it all out, I ended up putting figuring out the 273 pounds to the acre. And I know part of it, I don't think this is the whole problem, but there really ain't much I can do about it either. I'm already putting on, I have the planter set at the maximum amount that I can put on. And for 36-inch rows, there's 3 different augers available: a low speed, a regular speed, and a high speed. And the ones I have are the regular ones. And you got all these different combination sprockets. There's one of these, I forget which one it is. One has 3 sprockets, one has 4 sprockets, and these are all the combinations to get. And I have checked this several times to make sure I was on the right sprocket. That's what I'm supposed to be putting on, 399 pounds. Even if I was on the wrong sprocket, I should have been putting on 355 pounds. I only got 273 pounds on. Part of it is every mix of fertilizer is different. This is just a base guide on a certain density. You're actually not putting on poundage, you're putting on a density, a volume. And a bulkier fertilizer weighs less. And here's an example of it. This is straight urea. This is 19. Nitrogen, urea is bulky. And this has more, normally I use like either 10, 20, 20 or 16, but I went with this year. But you can see this is bulkier than this. So this is going to be bulkier than a 10, 20, 20. Thing is, I don't think it's basically 130 pounds an acre difference in density. So I'm not exactly sure. I mean, there's going to be some variance there, but like I say, I don't think it's that much. But the thing is, it's not going to do me much good to get the high-speed augers, because I could put on 598 pounds. But even that, to gauge it down, it's either going to be 533, 400, 355. So it's still, I might have gained going with that setting there, and the high-speed augers might have been where I should have been. But I'm not going to have that much more variance. So, like I said, I don't see, and them augers are like $200 a piece. So I spent $400 in augers to get to what I wanted to be, or nearer. Am I any better off? So the other flip side of that is, I can either spend the money in the augers, or I'll just go back, like I say, when the corn gets up here, maybe like 10 inches a foot tall, and we get a day like this where we're going to get a little bit of rain. I don't know, we're probably going to get a heavy rain here, but go out there with the fertilizer spreader and just broadcast another 100, 150 pounds to the acre. Or maybe, like I say, just going out with urea, put another 50 pounds of urea to the acre or so. Ideally, I'd like to have a cultivator. And that'd be the thing, to go out there, broadcast that on, and go out and cultivate it in. I don't have a cultivator anymore. So, I might go see if I can find one. I mean, if you can find one, they're usually pretty cheap. So that's be another option on that. So, of course, like I say, that's the other thing, if I was to calibrate this, well, yeah, you're supposed to catch it, drive 130 feet, weigh the amount, and multiply that by 100. And then, like for 36-inch rows, you'd multiply that by 1.11 to get the amount of, and I said no, and that's on a bulk density of 65 pounds per cubic foot. So like I say, I mean, but then again, even to go through all that, there's really not much, unless it's on the heavier side, there's not much I can do. If it's on the, like, you know, this might be 60-pound density fertilizer that I'm putting on. And like I said, I really don't have much room I can fluctuate around with that. So, it's pretty much got to be what it's going to be, I guess. I mean, I don't have the, the variability that I need, really. But I do know, like I say, when I've done 1616 and 1020, 1020, I think comes out pretty close to that 400 pounds. This is the first time I've really used 1919, because like I say, something like down to my cousins, that's where I wanted to get more fertilizer on, because that ground never sees manure or nothing other than when the fertilizer we put on. So I know that ground's lacking a little bit down there. This ground up here, other than the 2 fields up on my uncle's, got manure on it. This had sod in it that I plowed under, so I mean these fields should be good, have a higher fertility, so that doesn't bother me as much. So it might be only them 3 furthest fields I got to worry about maybe spread some on here later on. So as we're going to take a quick ride out, see if we can get a population check and go from there. I did get some hay made here yesterday. Didn't think it was going to get dry enough, but it did. So I don't have to worry about too much right now about running short of hay on the heifers. I got that going right now. Let's see where we're going to pick a spot to go. Go right up this one. Damn dark cloud there. Now where'd my tape measure go? There it is. Yeah, I have to pause here till I get this worked out. Yeah, I gotta make this fast. It's thundering louder now, and I got feed sitting on the truck. Okay, for 36-inch rows, you measure out 14 foot, 9 inches. That is 1/1000th of an acre. It's hard to say that when you don't have front teeth on top. And then you count the number of plants, and you times that by 1,000, and that's your population. You're supposed to do it several places, but I'm only going to do this one. This field is planted at 31,800, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That'd be 31. But we have, there's like a plant missing there. So overall, I'd say we're spot on. I mean, like I said, if I measure somewhere else, I'll be 31. Another place, I might be 32. So I think we're good on that. So for what I got figured out for what I used in seed, the number of acres figures out right. The only thing that's not coming out right is the fertilizer. So why don't you do that right now when I'm in the middle of nowhere and rain's coming? So I gotta get going. Yeah, maybe we won't get that heavy stuff. That big black cloud is gone. It's sprinkling right now, but it doesn't look that bad out that way now. fine with me. A little bit of sprinkling. I think that's what we're supposed to get here. They got rain in the forecast for the next week, but I think that's what it's going to be. Pop-up showers here. So like I say, maybe tomorrow I can get some of this equipment ready to go and get ready to chop later this week. Of course, as soon as I get ready to chop, that's when it's going to come pouring down. And then thought I'd show this too while I got it. This is the water test results back. I sent these in on May 25th. I got them back a week ago. But according to this, there is no reason for this water to be causing these cows any problems. Because I did not only the regular testing, but we did the bacteria test. It cost $70 to do this through Penn State. And we got total coliform bacteria, less than 1. Can't get any better than that. E. coli bacteria, less than 1. And it's supposed to be, you know, what an MPN is. But bacteria is not a problem. pH 7.8, that's within range. Total dissolved solids, 230. Level, all right, this is level of concern. So as long as it's under 1,000, that's fine. Nitrates, less than 0.12 or 0.2. So anything under 20 is good. Hardness, 174. Let's see, but I think that is on the harder side. Calcium, 46.5. Anything over 500. Okay, anything over 500, you should be figuring that into the ration, so we're good on that. Magnesium, 14.1. Anything greater than 500, we're good on that. Sodium, 10.75. Anything over 20, so we're good on that. Iron, 0.08. So anything greater than 0.3 is a concern. Manganese, 0.03. Anything 0.05. Chlorine, 6.1. Anything greater than 250 is concern. Sulfates, 22. Anything over 1,000 is concern. And copper, 0.01. Anything over 1 is a concern. So we can eliminate the water as a problem. And I say I still think there's something with the wiring. I think helped somewhere here, because cows came up, but they leveled off right around between 6 and 8 pounds. They haven't come up any more than that. So right now, it's the matter of getting silage results. And the ones I did send in, I think I did tell about that. I'll tell about that in another video. But eventually we got them. And I got them to her. She got them to a nutritionist. And his one concern was it was low on starch. Which doesn't surprise me because the corn was on the immature side. But now I've changed into different haylage and different corn silage. So I just sent samples off there last week. I haven't checked my emails to see if I got the results back. But that's the thing here now, to get a feed mix, get a balanced ration started in these cows. Like I say, right now I'm just feeding X amount of hay, X amount of corn, and I'm buying the base 18% dairy mix the feed mill makes. And I know I'm not putting enough of that in, but that's the next step, to get a feed mix and get these, see if they come with that, because I want to get that accomplished here this month, because I don't have any cows to freshen here yet, but next month I think there's like 6 cows to freshen. So if I can get this straightened out with the feed by the beginning of next month, I get these fresh cows, I should start banging out, should see a big improvement in milk. And then it's just going to be a matter of deciding whether I'm going to try to sell some heifers to buy cows. They say there's no sense buying anything until I start seeing a positive increase You know, like I say, no sense spending money to feed something I'm not going to keep getting a return back out of anytime soon. So that's the next step. And looks like the rain's going past us. Doesn't break my heart too much, but I guess thanks for watching, and we'll catch up with you later.